Hello students, welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to talk about the origin and evolution of the Earth. We shall learn how the Earth came into being and what the scientists believed happened during the formation of the solar system. Over the years, many theories have emerged about how the Earth came into being. Important amongst them is German philosopher Immanuel Kant's theory that the planets were formed out of a cloud of material associated with the recently formed Sun, which was slowly rotating. This was published as the nebula hypothesis and was revised by the French scholar and mathematician Pierre-Simon Laplace. The word nebula means cloud. In 1900, Chamberlain and Moulton came up with the binary theory. They suggested that a wandering star had approached the Sun. This had resulted in a cigar-shaped extension of material which got separated from the solar surface. Since the passing star moved away, the material separated from the solar surface continued to revolve around the Sun. Gradually, it slowly condensed into planets. Sir James Jeans and later Sir Harold Jeffrey supported this argument. Since it involves two stars, it has been known as the binary theory. In 1950, Otto Schmidt in Russia and Carl Weizsäcker in Germany somewhat revised the nebula hypothesis. Both of them forwarded the opinion that the Sun had been surrounded by solar nebula, or clouds containing mostly hydrogen and helium along with dust particles. Gradually, particles collided against one another and their friction led to the formation of a disc-shaped cloud. They believed that the planets were formed through the process of accretion or the accumulation of other layers on these clouds. The most important theory of the formation of the universe and stars and planets is called the Big Bang Theory. In 1920, a scientist called Edwin Hubble proved that the universe is constantly expanding and galaxies are moving away from each other. However, scientists believe that though the space between the galaxies is increasing, there is no observable expansion of the galaxies themselves. The Big Bang Theory suggests that there are three stages in the formation of the universe. In the first stage, which was the very beginning, all matter forming the universe existed in one place in the form of a tiny ball or singular atom with an incredibly small volume, infinite temperature, and infinite density. In the second stage, this tiny ball violently exploded. The name Big Bang comes from this violent explosion. The explosion, thought to have happened about 13.7 billion years ago, led to a huge expansion of the material held within the ball. This expansion is thought to continue even to the present day. The universe rapidly expanded in the first few minutes after the bang. In fact, within 3 minutes of the explosion, the first atoms began forming. As the universe grew and kept expanding, energy started getting converted into matter. In the third and last stage, within 300,000 years from the Big Bang, temperature dropped to 4,500 Kelvin and gave rise to atomic matter. The universe became transparent. The Big Bang is presently the most accepted theory of the formation of the universe. An alternative theory called Hoyle's concept of steady state does hold that at any given point, the universe remains more or less the same. However, the Big Bang remains the most accepted theory as more and more evidence points to a rapid expansion of the universe. Now that we know how the universe expanded, let us take a look at how stars were formed when the universe first expanded. The matter and energy did not get distributed across it evenly. Difference in densities of matter and energy led to difference in gravitational forces. This in turn caused matter to get drawn together. This is exactly what created galaxies. Do you remember what galaxies are? Yes, they are a cluster of stars. Galaxies are spread out over vast areas. In fact, so vast that their diameter can only be measured in light years. The diameters of individual galaxies range from 80,000 to 150,000 light years. Let us understand what light year is. Light year is not a unit of time, but of distance. Light travels at a speed of 300,000 kilometers per second. With reference to this, the distances the light will travel in 1 year is taken to be 1 light year. This equals to 9.461 into 1012 kilometers. Hence, the mean distance between the Sun and the Earth is 149,598,000 kilometers. Converting into light years, it is 8.311 minutes. When hydrogen gas starts accumulating in the form of a very large cloud called nebula, a galaxy starts forming. Slowly, growing nebula develop localized clumps of gas. These clumps continue to grow into even denser gaseous bodies, leading to the formation of stars. The formation of stars is believed to have taken place around 5 to 6 billion years ago. Now that we know about the universe and the formation of stars, let us turn our attention to how planets came to be gradually formed. Planets also develop in 3 stages. The gravitational force within the lumps inside the nebula at the heart of a star leads to the formation of a core in the gas cloud. Around this gas core develops a huge rotating disk of gas and dust. In the next stage, the gas cloud starts condensing. The matter around the core develops into small, rounded objects. These small and rounded objects are drawn together by the force of cohesion to develop into something that is known as planetesimals. These are very large number of smaller objects. However, with time, these small objects start sticking together by the planetesimals colliding against each other and then sticking to each other because of gravitational force. Just like that, these smaller bodies start forming larger bodies called the planets. So students, in this part of the lesson, we got to know all about the universe expanding and forming stars and planets. To know more about our solar system, do check out our next video. See you soon.